Hi there, everyone. My name is Davey Wall. This is not a wrestling roundup. This is a message for people who are still in isolation. Listen, we're going to get through this together. Keep active, keep inventing new games, play games, stick to the rules. I know everyone says it. You don't know who's gonna get the bug. You don't know. Now, I heard from other people, not from other sources. I'm not too sure what Boris Johnson has said on the lifting the lockdown, and as much as I don't want to be in my house much longer, I want to be going out, doing things, going back to work, going different places, going out and about with my family, etc., etc. He shouldn't lift it. I know this is going to sound strange coming from me because I want this over as much. Everyone's in the same boat. They want it over like that. I reckon, no offense to people, but let it go to the end of the year. Let the lockdown happen to the end of the year. And then go forward from there. That won't be an unpopular opinion, but let it go to the end of the year and we'll be better off for it. Germany have done great. They're back to work, school, being who, what, etc., etc. Why can't we do that? Because of our government are very slow on the uptake. It's you can't. You gotta listen to the scientists and the experts of this virus. We can't just go willy nilly lifting little by little just because we want a McDonald's or a KFC or a Burger King, or we want to go to the park and we just want to speak to people. Everyone wants to do that. I know it's not just junk food, but it's just an example I'm using. But you gotta you gotta remember, anyone can have this virus. We gotta ride it out. I reckon, in my opinion, to the end of the year, and then see what happens. And if nothing's happened by the end of the year, they'll have to keep riding it out until until everything is fine. And once we get the A-OK, and once it's sorted, then we can go out, back to work, school, college, university, go and have fun and be free. But the one positive that's come out of this will be stronger around our community, stronger people because of this. I've seen people I've never spoke to before. I've just let on, smiled, and they've smiled back. I've, you know, I know that some people say, "Oh, that's just some people being friendly." Not a lot of people do that nowadays. You look at people, smile, and you get like a snarl, like, what are you looking at?" You know, in this day and age now, because of this virus, people just smile, and they smile back, and it's the little things in life that pushes us forward. Yes, still go out and try and do your exercise. If you can't, like physically can't go out the house, I'm talking like people with is it severe is the word? I'm not too sure. But with the likes of the elderly, some of the elderly won't be able to go outside because they're on the list. I mean, like, you could do exercise in the house, simple exercises. There's people in Daisy that have done extremely well. I'm so proud to work for Daisy. I've been in Daisy now for 10 years, and I am so proud to not just to be around the people of Daisy. I'm so proud of what we've done as a small charity in our first few weeks, going out there delivering those health packages, not just not just to the not just to the Daisy family, but to anyone who needs it, the vulnerable, the people who can't go out and go and get their own shopping. I'm lucky. My dad does my shopping for me. Yeah, I've done a little bits of shopping. I've got like 2 pints of milk in 1 week, cheese 1 week, and mayonnaise. It's very small, but it's, appreciative in these times. I know a lot of people at the beginning of this virus went super crazy overboard and just grab, 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 grab. Thought it was the end of the world. You know what I mean? And yeah, there was an over exaggeration, but you see it from both sides. The government don't do anything. They can say, oh, we're gonna lift the lockdown a little bit. To be honest, we should wait until the end of the year to see what happens, just to see if it's safe. Because in many households, they don't want to pass the virus around. And it's frightening. It is frightening. But we should be doing our bit. There's the NHS workers throughout the scale, from the top of the top to the people who were carers of the elderly, disabled, etc., etc. The ones who 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 care for that person or elderly person or that young person, whoever. Even before this virus began, we appreciate the NHS even more now, but the government only care about them now because we need them. What if we didn't have them? We'll all be gone. I'll be careful what I say, but the thing is, I'm willing to speak my mind. We'll all be goners without the NHS and the World Health Organization as well. We'll be goners, we'll be sitting ducks basically. And I don't see the point of like, oh, we should be going out, we should be going to a club, going to a pub, going to see our mates, doing various activities, what we like to do. And that's hard. And we can't. I know it's hard to abide by some of the rules. Some rules are meant to be broken. But in this scary times, it's necessary to stick by the rules. Certain rules are there for a reason. You just gotta burn your teeth and go. I know everyone's in the same boat, bored, don't know what to do. Oh, you try and go out in the garden for an hour or two. You're allowed in your garden. Some of the rules are a bit confusing, and that's understandable. Some people say go to work if you can go to work. Go out if you need to go out. Don't go out if you can't. It varies. It really does. And I can see people's points where they go, well, why is that happening? Why have we gotten to a point where, well, you can do one thing, but that same thing, saying, oh, you can't go out, and then turn around to another one, oh, no, you can go out, but only for essentials, etc., etc. The rules are confusing. I'll admit that. The rules are absolutely confusing. They should have assess- made it more simple, but, you know, it's just, it's a hard time. Everyone's going crazy. Everyone's getting frustrated. We all are. We'll all stick together. We will get through this. I know a lot of people have said that, but this is coming from the bottom of my heart. And I can't wait. You know who I'm talking about when I say this. I can't wait to see people, my colleagues, friends at Daisy. I can't wait to see them. I really, really can't wait. When we clap for the NHS, you gotta mean it, because they're putting their lives at risks. They're probably more at risks than we are. You think about that. They're more at risks than what we are, because they have to work. Wouldn't they wanna be at home right now and just chilling and just relaxing? But they can't. They've got a job to do, and they love it. They love their job. It's a very difficult job. 300 and 365 days in the year. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world, because 9 times out of 10 they see someone pass away. And that's heartbreaking, because they could be looking after that patient up until the last day of their life. And some patients are in there because of a broken leg, or they're having a baby, etc. There's some perks of being a doctor or a nurse. They could deliver life into to the world. You know, and it's generally, I couldn't do that job. I couldn't. I couldn't. I'm very lucky to have a job. I'm very lucky, and I feel dead sorry for all the homeless people out there, because, you know, 365 days in the year, they the genuine homeless people have got nowhere to go, nowhere to sleep. They're roughing it every night. And now with this global pandemic, there'll be still some of them out there, without a doubt, but they've got a temporary place to go. But that sickens me. When we had the royal wedding, for example, oh, brush them aside. We don't want to see real people out on the streets not doing jobs. Yeah, they may have personal demons, and they most probably have their reasons why they're homeless. But in a way, you need, for all the homeless people, in a rehabilitation type centre, somewhere they can go. Like you got youth centres and charities like Daisy, who actually help and support people who actually care. Alright, yeah, they have got addictions. They have got drug addictions, but they need counselling, they need help, but they they need to help themselves before going to those people to help them. That's what they need to do first and foremost. Some of them are lucky to have dogs, companionship. You know, that's what they need, is companionship and looking after. There'll be someone who in your community, and he'd be, oh, it's I'm gonna make a Bob. Oh, he's been homeless for 15 years, and like some people say, oh, you can't give them money, or you can't do this, you can't do that with them. The best way for someone who is genuinely homeless and on the streets, give them a drink. That's the most sensible thing that you can get them as a drink. Yeah, you can get them food if you want, but like get them drink, get them food. At least then, whilst they're drinking that or eating whatever it is that you gave them, they're probably thinking that is genuinely nice of a person to do. That's what people forget. We're all human beings. I know there's a lot of people out there, but I'm not gonna say every single person. We just need to remind ourselves, yeah, we are human beings. What if that was you? What if the shoe was on the other foot? Basically what it means, what if you were that homeless person and they were you? Some people don't realise how lucky they've got it. I am privileged. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a job. I've got a family that loves me. So, where do we go off to moan about anything in life? Yeah, we're human beings. That is what we do. But this lockdown is going to bring us closer together. The government should realise of this when it first started, when it first broke out. They should have had a plan in place, but they don't. They improvise everything. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke of a country. I'm ashamed at this moment of time to be British. I am ashamed to be from this country because of how slow we have took a lot of things, the likes of Germany, Italy, etc., other places, etc. You can't look at them and people say, oh, learn from them. No, it's called common sense. And there's such thing as common sense. It's not a non-existent thing. It is true. Use your common sense. It goes a long way. Yeah, you can say all the long smart thing, the smart mark type remarks that you can say all you want. As I call them, posh words that confuses the hell out of me because I don't understand what they mean. But the thing is, they don't use common sense. They should have had this, another saying, they should have had this in the bag, basically. Meaning that it should have been done by now. But it hasn't. It shames me to say we're the worst country for getting things done in the first place. I don't care about any party. That's all got pushed aside now. We're not even talking about politics anymore. We're just talking about the government as a whole. It doesn't matter what party you're at. You can't blame any party for this. You've got to blame the government as a whole. I'm blaming them for how badly they've handled this situation. It's a disgrace. They're a disgrace to this country. To look at us, other countries are probably laughing at us right now. How can we be proud of this country if people like a Boris Johnson doesn't get things sorted straight away? It sickens me because there's obvious solutions to this problem. It should have been locked down, get the rules sorted. And it's easy for me to say this. I'm not in politics, but it comes back to using common sense. That's the way this whole situation could have been avoided. It should have done the lockdown, organised the lockdown, organised the rules, set the standards. These are the new laws until the lockdown is over. And once the virus is clear, once the lockdown is done, lift it up. We shouldn't be lifting anything until the end of this year. Get 2020 over with. Sit tight, people. We're not going anywhere until the end of the year. That is just my opinion, by the way. I'm not a politician. I'm just Davey. I'm just a normal person I'm just getting things off my chest. I'm just sick of the way this country is run as a whole. We need to sort things out. So let's get together, put a smile on people's faces, talk to your families. This is the best way. Stick the technology away. I know it's frustrating for people who work at home, work from home. I don't work from home. Technically I do, technically I don't. I don't really. I don't work from home. I'm just me 24/7. I'm just frustrated as the rest of you. But the one thing we can do is stick together and get through this together. Keep talking. Communication is key. And if you got something on your mind, let it all out. And, and if it comes with emotions, let them out as well. I found talking through things is the best way. It really does help. That's coming from me. It does help. Trust me. So, all I'm going to say is stay safe, keep active, keep happy, keep going. And if you have a moan, then have a moan. If you want to act daft, but not too much, don't be getting yourselves into trouble over my expense. Act daft meaning acting silly within your own home and what have you, and just, keep this happy, your mind. Once this is happy, your heart. So, as we say in Daisy, together everyone achieves more. That's teamwork, but it's solid because we're as the human race is like one huge team, one huge family. So together, everyone achieves more. Teamwork. So I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Keep active, keep happy, and I'll see you very soon.